Hi, my name is Jonas. I always love to check out and explore new synths, especially if they promise to do things in a different way. Generate is a virtual instrument by Newfangled Audio. They describe it themselves as a chaotic polysynth. I started programming some patches today, and suddenly I found myself playing this retro-modern cinematic journey through space music. Before we're going to listen to that, let's first check out the 3 patches I created and get to know the instrument a little bit in the meantime. The core of this synth are its unique oscillators. Instead of traditional waveforms or wavetables, it's actually using a couple of algorithms to create chaotic waves that are never the same twice. For the first patch, I used a double pendulum oscillator. A double pendulum is a simulation of a physical system that is known to exhibit rich dynamic behavior. Its motion is described as chaotic. Yes, this is from Wikipedia. Using this as a base algorithm for an oscillator creates a sound with a lot of interesting movement. I also modulated this chaos amount with a sequence, which is basically a one-shot LFO. It's going through a sequence like this and then it stops. And I also modulated it with an envelope. This way you initially get a sound with a lot of movement that when you hold the note smooths out. Let's listen to this. This sound also goes through a wave folder. This is basically a wave shaper that instead of clipping the portion that is going above the threshold, it's actually reflecting it back on itself, creating a lot of extra harmonics. I'm not going too much in detail here, but let's remember it's a way to introduce a lot of interesting harmonics to a sound. And finally, the sound goes through a filter. In the Generate, you can choose the amount of poles of the filter and of course resonance and frequency, and you have an envelope here. And then I use the onboard delay and reverb to enhance the sound a little bit more. That's everything I use though, no extra effects, everything is onboard. The next patch is a pad with a lot of motion. In this case, I used a discharge oscillator. According to the manual, this sounds like static noise and has a very grainy quality. And indeed, if you listen to it, it has this quite grainy effect to it. I'm modulating the animation of this oscillator with a quite fast LFO, so you can hear it switching quite fast between a clean and a dirty signal, like this. I also modulated the wave folder with an LFO, which is enhancing this effect even more. Finally, the filter is modulated by the mod wheel and the aftertouch. So when I use the mod wheel or apply aftertouch, the filter is opening up a little bit more and then you can hear more harmonics and the sound becomes a little bit more grainy and dirty that way. A really lovely effect actually. The final patch is a sound that is playing a simple sequence that provides some rhythm and direction to the music. It's based on the turbine oscillator. It's not really clear from the manual what kind of algorithm this actually is, but it's said to be very chaotic and that it looks like a propeller when oscillator sync is on. And indeed, if you look at it, it really looks like a propeller a little bit. I modulated the chaos amount and shape with a slow LFO that makes sure that every note that is played sounds a little bit different. Sometimes it breaks up completely, and that's why I call it a broken machine. Let's listen to it. And as a final touch, I added a little bit of the built-in reverb, of course. Now let's hear what we can do with just these three sounds. Let's play some music. And that's it again for today. By the way, the first volume of music that is created especially for this channel is available on Bandcamp now, so if you want to get this music in full lossless quality and want to support the channel, this is maybe something that you can check out. Thanks already. And of course, if you want more like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be notified as soon as a new video goes online, click that bell button. Bye bye, see you in the next one.